In the year 2140, a rescue team on Earth is set out to retrieve hostages from the aliens. The team completes their mission, but is discovered by a powerful alien soldier known as the Sentinel. His advanced weapons and massive size make him a formidable enemy. He breaches the team's defenses and eliminates them one by one. The last soldier sacrifices himself to defend a woman and her child, but the mission ends in failure. Before dying, the soldier gives his army dog tag necklace to the woman, revealing that she is his wife and the child is his son. 240,000 miles away, and 40 years later, the colony on the moon awaits approval for a mission from the president. After years of simulation training, the moon's AI system selects 3 people with the best chances of defeating the Sentinel. The program managers, Doc and Jay, are thrilled to learn that the president has approved their mission despite the risks. Next, Jay sends a message to the 3 selected candidates, notifying them of their selection. One candidate, Robin, is spending time with her girlfriend when suddenly the message is projected from her girlfriend's face, revealing that she is an android. Another candidate, Jared, is working out in the gym when he receives the message. He then grabs an army dog tag necklace, revealing that he is the son of the soldier who was killed on Earth 40 years earlier. Next, Jay tries to send the message to the 3rd candidate, but the transmission fails because he is in the lower levels. Then Jay heads to the lower levels, where the people are violent and always drinking. The candidate, Damon, is telling his friend, the barman, that they should be fighting on Earth because the moon is not their home. He explains that he signed up to make things right and reclaim Earth from the aliens. Jay then finds Damon and informs him that he has been chosen. After gathering all the candidates, they are briefed about their mission. First, they are given the choice to leave if they don't want to participate. Robin feels confused because everyone died in the simulations, and she thinks the AI might have made a mistake in selecting them. Doc explains that the AI chose them based on their backgrounds, tests, and skills. Next, the group is given their suits, which are bionically enhanced body protection systems designed to shield them from lasers and chemicals. Damon also mentions that, after spending so many years on the moon, they might struggle to adjust to Earth's gravity. Next, Doc tells them that the aliens used a portal to launch their invasion, located in the middle of the first electric storm. However, the portal is guarded by none other than the Sentinel. Jay shows them footage of the Sentinel destroying the rescue team 40 years ago. After this, the group suits up and boards their spaceship. The president then delivers an emotional speech to the people, addressing the recent launch. He reminds them of the painful decision they made to abandon Earth and flee to the moon when the planet was under attack. Watching humanity go extinct from afar was agonizing, but today the 3 heroes sent to Earth will prove to the aliens that there is still hope for the human race. After the heroes leave the moon, Jared secretly mounts a device under the control panel, triggering an alarm. Robin confronts him, but Jared explains that he is following the real plan and has hacked the AI. He reveals that he has been working with Doc for years and insists that if they follow the original plan, they will die on Earth just like in the simulations. This alternate plan has been kept secret from everyone, including the president, as the government would never approve it. Doc then sends an encrypted message explaining the new plan. They will use Earth's gravity to go back in time. Yes, they are going to time travel using Earth's gravity. The crew feels uneasy about this plan, but reluctantly agrees. Meanwhile, the android on the moon tries to regain control of the ship, but Doc and Jay lock it out, claiming there is a malfunction. Jared injects himself with a green liquid, explaining that it will prevent them from being crushed during the time jump. Although Damon and Robin hesitate at first, they eventually agree and inject themselves too. After this, the ship accelerates rapidly as it prepares to jump. Jay reassures the android that the ship is simply malfunctioning. Then the ship loses its shield and landing gear just before it enters a wormhole. Meanwhile, the ship loses its connection to the moon, and the android leaves the control room. Doc becomes furious, suspecting that someone sabotaged the mission because the ship lost its shield and landing gear. As a result, the ship lands 20 miles off its intended target, the fortress. The president addresses the moon community, announcing the mission's failure, but Doc notices that the message is pre-recorded. He blames the president for the failure, accusing him of being responsible. However, the president's message continues, stating that he will find whoever is to blame. Jay suspects the president will come after them, so they seal the door and copy all their files. Meanwhile, Jared lands on Earth somehow separated from Damon and Robin and reaches the southwest wing of the fortress. Damon finds himself outside the fortress, directly beneath the electric storm. However, the portals are still open, but their intent was to go way before the aliens attacked. Damon tries to figure out which time period they are in, staying cautious because he knows the Sentinel is nearby. Soon, communication between Damon and Jared is restored, but only Damon can hear Jared, and Damon enters the fortress through a tunnel. Back on the moon, the android returns with 2 military personnel and attempts to apprehend Doc and Jay. However, they put on their protective suits and break the glass that keeps the air inside. This forces the soldiers to seal the door while Doc and Jay escape. Next, Robin wakes up near a city and begins searching for her crew. She soon comes across a car with a disfigured man sitting inside. Suddenly, the man grabs her gun, revealing that he is a zombie. 2 more zombies charge toward her, and she manages to kill them. However, one zombie lunges at her, but her armor automatically activates and kills it. Meanwhile, Jared encounters a zombie woman, and his scanner detects many more approaching. At the same time, the Sentinel, which has been hibernating, awakens and begins putting on its armor. Jared escapes from the zombies, closes a door behind him, and welds it shut. However, he doesn't realize he has trapped himself inside with the Sentinel. The Sentinel strikes him, throwing him several feet into the air, then attempts to disintegrate him with a red electric blast. Jared dodges the attacks and hides. He is eventually found by a woman who takes him with her. In the city, Robin finds a motorbike and rides it to the fortress. On her way, the electric storm tries to strike her, but she skillfully avoids the blast with her exceptional driving. Meanwhile, Doc and Jay head to the lower levels, but are unable to establish a connection with the crew on Earth. Jay tells the dwellers in the lower levels that the president is responsible for the ship's crash, but she insists that the crew is likely still alive. They don't believe her until a man sitting in the corner admits that he was the one who turned off the shield under direct orders from the president. The president had promised him money and a new life, but now he feels betrayed. Next, Jay tells the group that the president doesn't want Earth to be free because he enjoys the control he has over the moon. The man then reveals that they can hack into the system because he knows where the lab is. A hacker in the group volunteers to help and even offers a transmitter they can use to establish a connection. Meanwhile, the woman takes Jared to their secret base, where he meets none other than his father Leland. This confirms that they have traveled at least 40 years into the past. Jared recognizes his father by his army dog tag necklace, but chooses not to reveal his identity. After confirming Jared is on their side, the group sets out on a mission. Meanwhile, the Sentinel discovers Jared's helmet, which bears the Moon Federation logo. Scanning it, the Sentinel realizes there are humans on the moon. Jared and the soldiers eventually reach an infection pod, where humans are being turned into zombies to serve in the Sentinel's army. The pod descends to the Sentinel's lair, where it transfers energy to transform the humans into zombies. Suddenly, multiple zombies enter the room, and the team eliminates them one by one. They manage to free one of the pods, discovering that it holds Leland's wife and baby Jared. Their reunion is brief, however, as the Sentinel arrives with its zombie army. Next, Doc and Jay finally establish a connection and realize that Jared and Damon have been sent to separate timelines. Jared is in 2140, while Damon is in 2160. However, Robin's whereabouts remain unknown. Next, the zombies attack the group, and one of the soldiers stays behind to hold them off while the others escape. She takes out numerous zombies with her machine gun, but is eventually overwhelmed and killed by their sheer numbers. Meanwhile, Damon and Robin find themselves in the same location, but in different times. The communication device somehow works between them, but Robin becomes confused as both of them insist they are in the same place. Damon realizes their time travel has gone terribly wrong when he notices that all of Jared's transmissions are older recordings. He concludes that they must be on separate timelines. It also seems that Robin is ahead of Damon's time, as she finds the letter D engraved in the location where they both are. Furthermore, those in the past cannot hear those ahead of time. Robin can hear both Jared and Damon. Damon can only hear Jared, and Jared cannot hear either of them. Meanwhile, the Sentinel attacks the soldiers in the same way it attacked in the beginning, and Jared realizes this is how his father dies. Leland bravely fights the Sentinel and escapes to his family. Jared prepares to face the Sentinel, while Damon and Robin set traps in case the Sentinel comes their way. Suddenly, Doc contacts Robin, explaining that they are all in different timelines. He tells her that the Sentinel relies on electricity and suggests using an EMP to temporarily neutralize it. However, guards find the transmitter and disconnect it. Before losing the connection, Doc uploads the voice recordings to the cloud to transmit them to the people on the moon. Then, the Sentinel fights all three of them in their respective timelines. It shoots at Damon and Jared, stabbing Jared and holding him in the air. Jared sacrifices himself by triggering a massive explosion, destroying the Sentinel's weapon. This ensures the Sentinel cannot use its weapon when fighting Damon and Robin. Damon then shoots the Sentinel, knocking it to the ground, and blasts its face, disfiguring it for its fight with Robin. However, the Sentinel kills Damon, and his vital signs disappear from the control panel back on the moon. In Robin's timeline, a masked figure suddenly appears, shooting at the Sentinel and driving it away. The man is revealed to be Damon, who has aged significantly, revealing the time gap between the two. The Sentinel opens a portal and leaves Earth, heading toward the moon. On the moon, it descends to the lower levels, but the barman confronts it with a massive weapon, shooting the Sentinel in the chest. Finally, the Sentinel is defeated. The president and his assistant scramble to control the situation, learning about the Sentinel's arrival. When they hear that it is dead, the president broadcasts a message to the people of the moon, pretending he played a key role in the heroic victory. Meanwhile, on Earth, Damon and Robin discuss going back in time to save Jared. However, their nightmare doesn't seem to end, as the Sentinel regains consciousness, revealing that it is not dead. The end. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like our channel and subscribe if you enjoy content like this. Also, let us know what movie you would love us to recap for you.